Hello friends who are pursuing the diploma program of ISTD 80th batch. I hope you're all doing well in this lockdown situation. May God bless you all. Well, I thought of communicating to you through this video because we are in uncertainty. We do not know when we are going to meet personally. I thought of sharing some important points, especially with the view of upcoming examination, third semester examination. While we the MC members have already discussed certain points, especially with Professor Suresh, who is also in charge of diploma programs. He has got his own plans to come up with the interaction with you all. Meanwhile, I thought of sharing some inputs to you so that the things keep going and you have that enthusiasm and energy to face the upcoming examinations. I hope this will be useful for you. Well, I would like to recall your attention to the syllabus as prescribed by Indian Society for Training and Development Diploma Programs, which I would like to read first. I quote, Paper 9, Learning, Training Analytics. The course will provide a broad understanding of the major advances in an application of big data in organizational decision-making processes. It will specially focus on the crucial role of analytics and predictive modeling in training and development and provide perspectives on evaluating the impact of training interventions at multiple levels through application of statistical methods and procedures. Unquote. Well, this is the syllabus structure of paper 9. As you all know, you must have definitely seen in the website and in your course material. Well, coming to the point, I would like to suggest that how you should prepare yourself in order to face the examination. I have a small presentation here which I would like to just take you through about HR analytics. First of all, why this program? Why this HR analytics needed? As you know, it's time for serving and aspiring HR professionals to learn data-driven HR skills, know their workforce like never before, connect people decisions to business outcomes, share insights and plans with stakeholders. This is the point on the PowerPoint, but I would like to little elaborate on this. I would like you to recall the discussions what we had during our paper 1, that is linking business strategy with HR strategies, right? I am sure that you will be all remembering. You also faced the examination. Some of you have scored very well. Congratulations for that. Well, linking this human resources talent to the business objectives had been always big problem throughout, especially in the conventional HR management systems. Well, this HR analytics, which is purely data driven, it has given much boost to the HR professionals so that the main purpose of any business, which is cutting down costs or improving qualities and the speed at which the things are delivered to the stakeholders, all these things, you know, they are the basic purpose of any business. These things can be easily met if you have the software in place to take care of HR management systems. Like we have digital marketing and marketing for marketing professionals. We have ERP software for financial professionals, and then we have ERP systems for operations and so on. So it's time for HR also to adopt this software. Thereby you can cut cost, then you can reduce much of your manual work, keep connected with the people, you can communicate with them faster. Also you can analyze and do the analytics also. Let me tell you here the difference between analysis and the analytics. Analysis is what has happened before and why it happened before. When you are working on these two things, it is analysis. When we say analytics, it is what has happened before, why it happened before, and what may happen in future. So if you come to that aspect also, then it becomes analytics. So the software supplied by leading vendors, I will talk regarding this little later. So when you have a software in place for handling this HR analytics, you will be also able to do descriptive analysis and also the predictive part of it. Just now was said what took place, why it took place, and what will happen. So combine these three things together, it becomes descriptive analysis and predictive analysis. Then second point is getting trained in analytic techniques and uncover data-driven insights that would help HR decision making and reporting would be highly interesting as compared to traditional system of yesteryears. Let me tell you here that many of the organizations, especially medium-sized and large-sized organizations, those are running towards the 4.0 tag industry, 4.0 industry tag rather. They have already adopted this system and the outputs are excellent. Now all this happened just recently, I can say in the year 2004, when Marler and Boudreau worked on this and they come up with a definition on this HR analytics. Again, I would like to quote this definition. I quote, HR analytics consists number of processes enabled by technology that use descriptive, visual and statistical methods to interpret people data and HR processes. These analytical processes are related to key ideas such as human capital, HR systems and processes, organizational performance, and also consider external benchmarking data. I unquote. This definition you will come across in the course material supplied by the ISTD Diploma programs. We have very good research papers also which have been supplied to you. Kindly download all those and keep it on your desktop so that it is easily available to you for you to refer. Then as a HR professional, you should also know a little bit of how this HR has gone through the evolution starting from 1900 and onwards in the modern times. Of course, when we talk of this, the best administration as per mythological stories, and when you go through Ramayana and Mahabharata, during Lord Rama's time, the best public administration was witnessed by the citizens. So that's why they used to say Ramarajya. People were very happy. Welfare, the citizens was the first prime task of the ruler. So it goes back to that time in Bharatvarsh. Secondly, in Mahabharata time, we have learned a lot of lessons all connected to management through our Lord Krishna saying there are many things which can be connected. So when you talk about evolution, you can go back to Ramayana and Mahabharata. And of course, the modern times, there is on the western side, there is also a record of Babylonian wages systems. There is a record. You can go back to that even. And of course, our own Chanakya's Arthashastra, that was 300 years, 300 BC. Later on, get on to the employee welfare and industrial revolution that started in 1900. Then personal administration, which introduced between 1920 and 30. Then came the personal management between 40 and 60. And later on it was much developed during 70s, 80s also. And finally the HR management, that is human resources management, arrived from USA, where they started using a HR balance scorecard concept. Strategic human resources management came up in 2000, and presently, as I said just now, I quoted, that is data-driven decision making system. Data-driven decision making system in 2004. So this HR analytics, you can say it is about 16 to 17 years old. This was about the evolution part of it. Next, one should have the knowledge of human resources concepts. What are the functional areas in HR division? As you all know, attraction is the main task of HR people. Then they go through the selection, induction, training, motivation, assessment, rewarding, appraisal, then overseeing leadership and culture, and ensuring compliance with the employment and labor laws. These are the main functionaries of human resources department. And subsequent to globalization, HR now is focusing on also on the mergers and acquisitions, talent management, succession planning, forecasting, diversity and inclusion. Modern project management software includes Henry Gantz. You must have all known about Henry Grant's principle of work scheduling, who was also later responsible for single loop and double loop learning organizations. So if you have this basic knowledge of HRM, that is human resources management, and the challenges of traditional challenges with what we used to normally face during the traditional HR management systems. If you know about this, let me touch upon a few points on this HRM, traditional HRM. There are two types of challenges we all faced earlier, one external and internal. While the external hurdles are still remaining, if you talk about obtaining a license for commencement of business, of course, much has been reduced through e-governance, but still there are some hurdles because of corrupt people and everything that So these problems remains. Political and bureaucratic interference is there right from the beginning stage. Then there are radical changes which can't help. You can take the example of the current pandemic itself. All the activities has come to grinding halt. Industries have been closed. These type of things, this natural calamities, which occurs due to natural disturbances, and also man-made disturbances are also there. So man-made disturbances are seen more these days. So statutory policies, change in statutory policies and norms and limitations are external. Then we had internal problems, as you all know, weak and proactive or reactive strategies, that is from the management itself. Here I would like to give an example. There are many people, good people of course in management. They are very good, too good, excellent in crafting the vision, mission, objectives and strategy, action plan and so on. You ask them to write beautiful things, they'll write. But when it comes to implementation, they will scratch their head. They'll say whether it is to be implemented or not. Then they'll call the HR manager and they say, why you want to spend so much of money for modern things? Are you sure of increasing your productivity? So there the resistance comes. Even there are some people in the organization, they will go up to even asking the HR manager, what for we have hired you? You should be doing something good job. not advising us to buy some software and spend money again for that. So there are people of this type also. You can keep all these things in mind. Then, as I said already, the single loop organizations are still back. They have not advanced to the current pace of the world. Then improper or no implementation of strategy in action. Then we have active and passive resistance among employees. Then lack of knowledge, skills and attitudes prevailing, lack of training and development programs, absence of wellness practices in the organization, absence of good culture in the organization. Then there are grapevine or informal groups in the organization which may create some problems always for the organization to run smoothly. Then biasing goes on, stereotyping is still existing among many, bullying is existing. Then there are closed door meetings. Without the knowledge of the worker, some decisions are taken, and the employee is punished for nothing. And then rewarding and awarding right innovators also are missing in many of the organizations. They will award to somebody else. The person who is deserving will be missing. And then sexual harassment problems are there. Then union problems are there in many of the places. These are all the traditional challenges which any small or big organization used to have. Well, this analytics part, when you come back again, this has given relief to much of our problems. So in 2004, as I said already, the entry of HRA has given much relief to all these things. Here I would like to read a few points. In 2004, Lawler and Levinson and Boudreau published their paper HR Metrics and Analytics, Use and Impact. Please refer to this. And their important work signaled a changing world in which HR needed to modernize with a new focus on data. HR capability regarding workforce data or metrics and analytics was at the time considered to be lacking, and strategic HR management was not yet using data to drive business decisions. To overcome this, Lawler and colleagues called for HR analytics to break free of the function to have impact by integrating across the business. HR analytics was to become critical practice for all business functions, not just human resources. Well, this is all, but again, this information you will find in the course material supplied by ISTD Diploma programs. Here I would like to give you a little hint before you take up your assignment and before you face the examination. That is, kindly visit two websites. One is www.appsruntheworld.com. If you visit this website, you will know all the details of top 10 software vendors, those who are experts in catering this HR analytics. Then there is one academy called Jigsaw Academy. I will be sending the PowerPoint to you. You can get the link through that. So Jigsaw Academy is also good. There are some Indian professors who have spoken very well. I would like to recommend Jigsaw Academy also. You should visit that. Then of course there is one free course offered by Norton and in collaboration with Coursera. You please visit that Wharton University HR Analytics also. These three things will help you to do your assignments well and also face the examination. And coming back to our assignment, paper 9, question 1. There is a question. Let me read out for you. For the company you work for or any other organization you have access to, identify the various HR functions where HR analytics can be applied. Also, list various metrics for each of the HR functions. This is the question number 1 of paper 9 assignment. So what I would like to suggest is just introduce a company A, B, C, X, Y, Z, so and so. A medium size or large size. Give details of number of employees and everything, and you can just do a little bit of metrics. Say that youngsters between 20 and 30, how many, and 30 and 40, and 40 and 50, and how many are going to retire, all those things. Then you can suggest few areas to start up with first. That is like first you start up with the talent acquisition, right? So you can go for talent acquisition software first, and then training and development. These are very, very important. Then the third one can be your appraisal system. It is quarterly appraisal or half yearly or yearly. Later on you can go for other forecasting methods, predictive analysis where it's required for attrition and how many are going to retire, what will be the health and well-being of those people, and then what are the other contributions they can make towards the growth of the company. All this predictive part of it, you can take it on the second stage. The first stage you can focus on talent acquisition, training and development, and appraisal. And by contributing to these areas, I think you will be easily able to answer this question. Do you do assignment paper 9 question 1? Okay. So with this, I would like to conclude, and let me come back again after our interaction on Zoom. Shortly, it will be planned by Professor Suresh, as I told you. Professor Suresh is capable of getting some people, experts from experts like Ramanujam, and the people are there. He has assured me that he will be getting him on Zoom for interaction with you all. I think the session should go on well. So this was just to say hello to you all and see how things are going. Thank you very much. See you during Zoom.